Welcome to the Vacationeers, Theme Parks, and More podcast. Join us as we discuss vacation planning, reporting, and reviews on vacations ranging from Disney and theme parks to cruising and beach getaways with everything in between. So grab your passport, a fast pass, and an umbrella drink because the show's about to begin. And now, without any further delay, here is your ghost host, Vacationeer Tom.
Welcome to episode 50 of the Vacationeers, Theme Parks, and More podcast. I am your host, Tom, joined alongside our panel, Ian and Joe. Are you ready to ride?
I'm ready to ride. Finally ready to ride. We've been in this queue for a while.
Yes.
The coaster's been broken down. but it's back. They got the cars back on the tracks.
Oh, my Lord. What a mess. We had a heck of a time trying to get this episode started. And as always, all it took was a restart of the computer. 2.5 hours in, we decided, you know what? Let's try this. Wow, what a mess. But you know what? It is now March, and it is March Madness. So this episode, we are doing the most, well, not the most. We are doing Joe's theme parks. He's visited the 16-park tournament. This will be very exciting. But before we do that, let me just tell everyone, go to YouTube, go to Facebook, go to Twitter, give us a review on your favorite podcast provider, whatever that is. You know, go out there, find us down on all social media, and follow, I don't know what else you do on this stuff, but do it. What the heck? Also, Ian, it's exciting. There's breaking news in Busch Gardens Tampa. Did you hear about this, Joe?
Exciting news. Yes. Oh, my God. That was
my Lord. I cannot
It's making me wonder how to justify a trip to Tampa once the kids move out.
Come down with us. Because we will be going down. Yes. I picked up a story from the Tampa Bay Times, so let me read it. Busch Gardens kicked off its 60th birthday party on Friday, March 1st, 2019, with fireworks, the Florida Orchestra, a spread of food, and news that the theme park with the most roller coasters in Florida is about to get 2 more. Now, we knew about the one. It says it right here. We knew about Tigris, which is the Skyrocket 2, which will be Florida's tallest launch coaster, is poised to pounce soon in the spring opening. Then Busch Gardens dropped the news that its old wooden roller coaster Gwazi, which closed in 2015, is about to be reincarnated. Construction has already begun on what will be a wood and steel hybrid coaster featuring a maximum height of more than 200 feet tall. The ride, manufactured by Rocky Mountain Construction, will feature restored elements of Gwazi, the park announced. When it opens in 2020, it will be North America's tallest hybrid and also the fastest and steepest hybrid coaster in the world. Holy cow. Busch Gardens Tampa, what are you doing? I love it.
Right? Of all the parks in the world to come out with the coolest hybrid coaster ever.
Man, thank goodness. They needed something because, Tigris wasn't cutting the mustard. But, that sounds incredible. I cannot wait to go down there and be in pain with those stupid RMC restraints because they hurt something awful.
Yeah, I just can't wait for the sister park of Busch Gardens Williamsburg to announce the return of the big bad wolf.
That could be coming. But hey, past member preview is March 16th. Ian and I will be there, and they have a town hall meeting, which we presume they're going to make the announcement for their coaster next year. So we're very excited, and we'll make sure we put out an episode for our review of their pass holder day and that big announcement. Oh, how exciting. All right, but you know what? That's enough of that. Let's get into the theme parks Joe has visited. The 16-park single elimination bracket-style tournament. Are you guys ready? Now I think I'm going to do a video version of this podcast, which will have the bracket in the video. So that will be interesting at least, right? Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm still a little bit shocked that I've been to 16 parks.
Well, technically you haven't. I hate to bust your bubble. Hershey Park is on here, even though you haven't been.
Oh, that's right. I haven't been to Hershey.
Yeah,
although I was at Idlewild. We could.
But I think it's going to have the same fate in the bracket as Idlewild.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure where it's lined up. It doesn't matter what you put there.
Now, these were random. These are completely random. So the matchups are completely random. Now, before we started, I had everyone fill out what they thought it was going to happen. Not their personal preference, but how they thought it was going to come out in the end. So we'll see as we go who who can make it before busting the longest. Are you guys ready? Let's begin. Let me go through, first of all 16 parks so everyone can see it. So here, I'll go down from left to right. So go down the left side, then the right side. So the first matchup is Hershey Park versus Cedar Point. Then Animal Kingdom, Disney's Animal Kingdom versus Busch Gardens Tampa. Then we have Disney's Hollywood Studios versus Six Flags America. Then we have Disney's Epcot versus King's Dominion. Then we have Islands of Adventure versus Magic Kingdom. We have Six Flags Great Adventure versus Busch Gardens Williamsburg. We have SeaWorld Orlando versus Kennywood. And finally, we have Universal Studios Florida versus Carowinds. So this will be...
Now, are you saying this was a truly random pick because the two parks with this zoo got attached to each other?
Oh. What do you mean? What do you mean? Busch
Animal
Gardens
Kingdom and Busch Gardens Tampa.
Animal Kingdom and Busch Gardens Tampa. Well, I mean...
Great Adventure is a zoo.
Yeah, Great Adventure at the zoo too, Joe.
No, I didn't go.
Now, this when we go through our round robin to say which park is better, it's based solely on what you believe is a better park in general, not necessarily who has the better coasters or anything like that. Just which park, if you were giving a day admission to one of these two parks, which one would you choose to go to? For whatever reason that would be. That could even include the environment that it's in, the state or whatever. Just whatever park you'd go to. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, let's begin.
Yeah, Ian's teenage enthusiasm just shining right on through.
He was actually enthused about 2.5 hours ago when we started this. We warmed down. All right, get used to it, Ian. This is life.
Yeah, this is all the better it gets, buddy.
Yeah. Especially if you join the military. All right, here we go. The very first one, Hershey Park versus Cedar Point. I will begin. Now, of course, Hershey Park is in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and Cedar Point is in Sandusky, Ohio. Both parks are very good parks. Ian, you have nothing bad to say about either park. Hershey, of course, has Sky Rush, and it has, what else? What's that wooden coaster? The Racer? That was a good one.
Can't wear your glasses at any of those rides.
No. And Sky Rush I found easier to ride than the RMCs.
Sky Rush is terrible.
So you're crazy. You just got to learn how to ride it.
I know how to ride it.
And of course, Cedar Point, you have all the big coasters. I mean, you got a plethora of coasters there, including Millennium Force and Steel Vengeance. And what else? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that anymore, I don't think. Yeah, a lot of those, they worth it. Ooh, the Wing Coaster, I always like that. Gatekeeper. Yeah, I know. That was sad last time. But I will go first. Of course, I mean, I like me some Hershey Park. However, if I were going to one park, give me the ticket to Cedar Point, please. Yeah. Although, I think Cedar Point might be cheaper to get into. So if you're looking at it financially and you want to go to both parks, it might behoove you to take the Hershey Park ticket and then pay for your entrance into Cedar Point. But we're not going that route.
Scalp your Hershey ticket at the front gate.
Yeah, make a couple bucks. Yeah, I'm going Cedar Point. Ian, what to say? Cedar Point. And Joe, you've never been to Hershey, so...
Well, there are very few parks that are going to get in front of Cedar Point to begin with. So
Cedar Point is your answer?
It is.
All right. Hey, guess what? My bracket has not been busted yet. All right, let's move on down to that line. Here we go. The next one. This one might get a little closer. Disney's Animal Kingdom versus Busch Gardens Tampa. Now, this is, let's say this is right now. So not 2020 when the new
Well, I was going to say, I fell at this bracket without thinking about that new RMC coaster going. Because that will change things.
Yes, I believe you are correct there, sir. Ian, would you like to start this time? And we'll go around.
I'm not really sure with this one, honestly.
Yeah, this one's tough.
Animal Kingdom is kind of like, it's cool. I don't know. Because I feel like if I went to Animal Kingdom as much as I went to Busch Gardens Tampa, then I feel like Animal Kingdom won't be as high up.
Well,
in Animal Kingdom,
we haven't seen
We haven't seen Avatar.
Yeah, we haven't seen Avatar yet.
But I don't like Avatar.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're not going to like the ride.
Yeah, but I have Busch Gardens Tampa.
Busch Gardens Tampa. All right, Joe?
Well, I initially went, oh, of course, Animal Kingdom. And then you think, there's really one ride
Yeah.
in Animal Kingdom?
Oh, wait, what? Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Before you make an answer, you have Dinosaur, Expedition Everest,
Yeah.
the Safari.
See, it's just Carowinds 2.0.
You have
right
great
there.
shows. Finding Nemo is probably the best show on property.
I don't even remember.
Now you have all of Pandora, including 2 rides, 1 boat ride, which is, admittedly probably not the greatest. But then you have the Flights of Passage, which is supposed to be just like the greatest ride ever.
Soarin', but with Avatar.
Yes, I mean,
It's Avatar.
But the drop tower, which
yeah, there is Falcon's Fury.
in BG that I haven't gone to yet, which has me highly intrigued. And, it's got Cheetah Hunt.
Yep.
And it's hard to say, oh, hey, let me go on Expedition Everest over Cheetah Hunt. And while the dinosaur ride was cool, I feel it's more of a one-trick pony type of ride. I'm not sure I would enjoy it as much the second time.
So you're saying
But
Animal Kingdom?
but I know I can ride Cheetah Hunt all damn day, so I'm going to the Busch Gardens Tampa.
Wow, you broke. You guys busted me already. The second one, you guys busted my bracket. Are you kidding me? Animal Kingdom is clearly the winner here. Now, maybe next year, once I get their next year when they get the RMC, possibly.
Well,
I
once
might
the
tap
RMC
it.
comes in, there's going to be no possible way to compete.
Ian, you're insane. Let me tell you
How am
something.
I insane?
When we go to Busch Gardens Tampa, we are in and out of that park by 11 a.m. And the freaking park doesn't open till like 10. There's not, like, we're in and out of there so quickly, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
You'd rather do that for an hour than go to Animal Kingdom
If
and
we went to
ride the
Animal
new
Kingdom
ride.
As much as we went to Tampa.
I'm saying I'm giving you a ticket to one or the other.
I'm thinking logistically, and that's how I'm going to think about all of these. If I were to go as much as I did to each of them
Oh, my Lord.
equally.
Well, okay, you guys busted me. Of course, I'm Animal Kingdom, because any person in the right mind.
Well, I initially went, oh, of course it's Animal Kingdom. And then I thought about the park and went, you got that weird retro dinosaur land thing that was just strange. And
Yeah, that's supposed to be strange on purpose, though. that isn't.
well, they did a good job.
All right. Well, I cannot believe it, but Busch Gardens Tampa went by Animal Kingdom. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, let me tell you something.
If I
I'd be
skip this
truly
bracket.
shocked on this one if this one goes against the way I picked it. In fact, I'm going to fill it in right now that it's already won, even though we haven't even discussed it. All right, here we go. Disney's Hollywood Studios versus Six Flags
This is a
America.
hard one.
Joe, this time you start. What
All right.
do you think?
Well, I've never feared for my safety at Hollywood Studios.
That is true.
I can walk around with a wallet in my pocket at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
But you don't need to because you got a magic band.
That's right. So you're saying six?
Yeah, I think we're going Hollywood Studios because if I did drop my wallet, there's probably a 70% chance someone at Hollywood Studios is going to tap you on the shoulder and say, "Sir, you dropped your wallet."
Yeah. And here's a couple extra bucks on the way.
Yeah, as opposed to you drop your wallet and then you see 3 teenagers running the other direction.
Yeah. And by dropping your wallet, you mean it's in your pocket.
When you fell.
All right, I'll go next. Of course, it's Disney Hollywood Studios. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That park's much
Yeah.
better, even in its current state. Much better than Six Flags America. Come on. All right, Ian, do you want to weigh in?
No.
No,
I
Six
don't need
Flags,
to.
yeah. Or, I mean, I keep saying
Six Flags,
that. Yeah.
woo!
Disney's Hollywood Studios moves on to the next round. All right, the final round in this side is Epcot versus King's Dominion, and I am back at the helm to start off the voting. Now, this one, I have no idea what Ian's going to vote on this one. 'Cause I think he's going to go King's Dominion, which I think I may have to shoot him.
Why?
I have no son.
This is clearly Epcot. Clearly Epcot,
King's
because
Dominion.
there's so much stuff. First of all, we haven't even seen, but even if it was the Epcot a couple years ago that we went to see, Epcot is such a beautiful park to walk around, to enjoy. It's a great park. It's so much better. The environment, everything's great about it. It's not a parking lot. It's a theme park. So obviously the answer is Epcot.
Yeah.
All right, Ian, what do you got?
Okay, well, I have King's Dominion. 'cause,
Yeah,
like,
obviously.
I don't know. Epcot's cool. You can test track or walk around, I
Soarin'.
guess.
They have the new Frozen ride.
Oh, I love Frozen.
Still.
I like the ride before the Frozen ride.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, King's Dominion has one of my favorite roller coasters, so and a lot of other good things.
All right, well that's okay, Joe.
And it was a good
Well,
Halloween event.
I gotta break your heart, Ian, and tell you that the volcano is closed.
Yes, it's dead.
So there goes your favorite coaster. But no, I mean Epcot is just it's its own experience, where
Yes.
King's Dominion is a
Amusement
cut-and-paste
park.
Cedar Fair park, and it's not even one of their better ones.
Amen, brother. Speak the word. So you're saying Epcot?
Epcot it is.
Oh, thank heaven. I got really worried there because I knew Ian is insane. All right.
Yeah, well, it's a little crazy. Epcot even has the aquarium up front, right? I mean, it's got everything.
It's got anything you'd want. It has it.
Where's there an aquarium?
Well, there's that ride, Under the Sea ride. Yeah, they have stuff in there. Yeah.
The Finding Nemo ride.
Oh, yeah.
If I went to Epcot as much as I went to King's Dominion, there's nothing to do at Epcot after the 50th time.
Well, once you hit 21, you can drink around the world.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the other side. Here we go. Islands of Adventure versus Magic Kingdom. Ian,
Before I start this one off.
you begin this one.
If this was Hollywood Studios, I'd win, but Islands of Adventure isn't really. I have.
Yeah, you
Magic
got what? You
Kingdom
got
winning.
superhero.
Islands of Adventure is cool. I like the Spider-Man ride, and I like all the stuff they've going on there with Kong.
Oh yeah,
and
Spider-Man. Yeah,
Jurassic Park, Hulk Coaster.
but still, yeah,
Magic Kingdom's just better.
yeah,
Islands of Adventure is cool, but just.
yeah. I'm with you. All right, Joe.
I have to go with the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I mean it's clearly a better park. I mean, Magic Kingdom is a multi-day experience where IOA.
You're putting the best Disney park against
Yeah,
the
versus-
secondary
yeah,
Universal park.
Yeah. So without question, Magic Kingdom is the.
Although the Doctor Doom Tower is in
yeah.
Islands of Adventure, right?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
you are the drop tower master. Yes.
And I do love that ride. But
yeah,
Magic
yeah.
Kingdom, just there's so much Magic Kingdom,
Drop
right?
tower there.
Yep. Yep. All right. Okay, so that one went the way I hoped it was going. I wasn't sure. This one will be interesting because I honestly don't know where you guys stay on this one. Six Flags Great Adventure versus Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Of course, Six Flags Great Adventure is in New Jersey, and Busch Gardens Williamsburg is in Williamsburg, Virginia. I haven't been kept keeping up with everybody on that, but I think the other parks everyone pretty much knew. So, Joe starts this one, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be very interested to hear your take on this one, Joe. Great Adventure versus BGW.
I mean, it's tough because I do love BGW. I mean, the scenery and the walk around it is really nice. It's definitely the superior park as far as walkability.
Yeah.
But, Great Adventure just has some awesome rides that Busch Gardens has not very good at.
Well, it does have the superior drop tower. Kilimanjaro kills Mock Tower.
Oh, yeah.
So you're.
But you gotta go with Six Flags. It's just so much bigger, and there's so much more to do.
Interesting. Okay. So you.
Although they did lie about the world's greatest funnel cake,
Yeah,
that
is
does
true.
belong
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Carowinds.
yeah. So you got Six Flags Great Adventure. I'm gonna say, now I've been to Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I couldn't even count the number of times. And Six Flags I've been to. I don't know how many times we went there. Ian? Handful. I don't know.
A couple times.
So newness, as far as newness goes, definitely Six Flags Great Adventure has the edge there. And their what's their coaster?
El Toro.
El Toro. Oh. El Toro. I absolutely love that coaster. And like I said, Kilimanjaro. Oh, so good. And even their Blast one. They're the tallest.
Yeah, the Topper Thrill Dragster.
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah, that's really good too. Even though it's too intense for me. But I still got to lean on the side of Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Such a complete
Really?
park. I really enjoy just walking around Busch Gardens Williamsburg and their rides. There's such a good collection of rides where Great Adventure, they kind of have, they have. I could go to probably any other Six Flags park and ride probably 50% of the rides that Great Adventure has in it, where I couldn't do the same. Well, Busch Gardens kind of is doing that with the Skyrocket too, but
Great Adventure of Skull Mountain.
Well, that is true. The Great Skull Mountain. So unlike you, Joe, and plus Busch Gardens Williamsburg has their food. You can't even compete. And
Oh my God! Yeah, the food at Busch Gardens
I mean,
Williamsburg is fantastic.
I think I'm going Busch Gardens Williamsburg, my home park. Ian, it's up to you, buddy. Six Flags versus Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens.
Yeah. Busch Gardens makes it round too. That's right.
I mean, and see, this is where I'm not understanding Ian's mechanism that he somehow got King's Dominion over Epcot.
Epcot's boring.
because the rides are better, and then just comes out with Six Flags fails to Busch Gardens Williamsburg.
Well, he's thinking if he went to Six Flags Great Adventure as many times as Busch Gardens Williamsburg, which would he be more excited to see, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I probably would have to tend to agree with him.
Yeah, it's like Kilimanjaro is tallest. I mean, it's not really that different. I mean, it's cool. It's taller.
I mean, El Toro is great.
El Toro is great, but
yeah,
it's just like
I would. Yeah.
Busch Gardens has all their rides are really unique, except for Tempesto. But other than that, I mean, all their rides are like really good.
Yeah, I agree with Ian. We got to keep the C's up there over Six Flags. Got to push Six Flags down where they belong. Get down there. All right, let's move on. Here we go. SeaWorld Orlando, which is in Orlando, Florida, versus Kennywood Park, which is in around about Pittsburgh. I'm not sure what somewhere near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right, who begins this one? This is me, right?
Yeah.
All right, this might be an unpopular choice, but I love SeaWorld Orlando.
You're so used.
I love it. I love walking around that park. Mako could be one of the best rides. Like, if I had to choose between any coaster between Kennywood and SeaWorld, Mako would be number one. And Manta, their food is fantastic, just like Busch Gardens Williamsburg. In their Christmas event, absolutely love it.
The light show at SeaWorld Orlando is amazing.
Oh yeah, it's so good. And they brought back the mime for the walrus or the sea lions for their summer spectaculars too. That's fantastic. I'm saying SeaWorld Orlando beats Kennywood Park. No. If I had to go one or the other, I'm going to SeaWorld Orlando. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. All right, Ian, go.
I have Kennywood.
Of course you do.
Okay, SeaWorld Orlando it has a lot of things to do, but after you've done them, after you've seen the dolphin show 1,000 times, I don't think I've only seen it once or twice, and I don't want to.
We haven't seen the current. We haven't even seen the current.
I didn't want to see the last time. The first time I saw it,
Atlantis.
The bad Atlantis that they made terrible.
Still,
that I can't ride because it just makes me angry.
I'm gonna say Journey to Atlantis. Is that right?
Yeah, it's Journey.
Okay, it's Journey to Atlantis.
Then they have Kraken VR, which isn't.
No, VR is dead forever.
I know, exactly. So it's just like
Kraken's a great coaster. Cool. I mean, they don't have many coasters, but their lineup is very good. I like their coasters.
I don't know. That park, Kraken's just like, there's a lot of rides like Kraken. You have Dominator. A lot of rides like that.
I like Kraken.
You have a lot of rides like Mako because there's a lot
Nothing even. Oh, yeah. No. Okay. Yeah, Mako.
Fury 325.
No, please.
Okay.
That's not even close.
To Mako.
Yes.
Fury 325.
Yes.
So you put Mako above Fury.
Yes, 100%. That's not even close. That's not even. They're not even in the same park. I would ride Mako back to back. I'd ride Mako all day. Fury, no way. 2 times in a row is probably my tops, and then I gotta get out. My body would not be able to handle Fury more than not. Oh no. Oh whoa. I thought you were talking about Intimidator.
No.
My bad.
That's why I'm confused. I'm like, okay.
I was starting to really worry for your mental health here.
Okay. I'm sorry. Cut.
So I'm like, you'd rather, yeah.
Cut. Why are you throwing in Fury?
Just because I'm talking about how like those rides aren't unique at all. They're kind of they're all over the place.
No. Yeah, Fury's
Fury, Apollo Chariot. There's a bunch of those sort of rides.
Yeah, and I love them.
Exactly.
I love them.
Those parks are kind of
my if I had a choice to make a park, I'd take all those hypers, throw them into one park. Give me B&M hypers, the entire park. That's it, and I'd just go back to back to back to back and ride them all. Yeah. I love them. That's my favorite type of coaster.
Orlando, it doesn't really have.
I thought you were talking Intimidator because you have some type of weird obsession with it. Okay.
Intimidator's awesome, but
no, Fury's the best.
Orlando doesn't really have. I feel like there's not a lot to do. Kennywood, just being in that park is an experience in itself of how just different and weird the park is.
Kennywood is awesome.
Kennywood is an amazing park.
And if it was against any if it was against half the other parks on this list, it'd probably win.
If it wasn't going against,
But I love SeaWorld. I'm sorry. They only have a couple coasters, but they're all top notch. Their food is awesome. I love their shows. I like walking around SeaWorld. It's just a beautiful park to be in. It doesn't have a lot to do. Like, if you're trying to get like your coaster count up or a bunch of rides, like there's not a bunch of rides. You would think if you go to SeaWorld and see their lineup, you wouldn't spend very much time there. But every time we go, we're there all day. Unlike Busch Gardens Tampa, where we're literally by lunchtime, we're like, okay, you guys ready to go to Orlando? Because yeah, we're done. So I don't know. SeaWorld, if I could go to one park, you gave me a ticket to one or the other, I'd go to SeaWorld.
yeah,
Especially if it was today, because Kennywood's closed and it'd be very cold.
Well,
just like
you gotta go that 3-week period during the year when it's summer in Pennsylvania.
Somewhere in August. Yeah.
Kennywood, like they have they could shoot a ride.
They have a fantastic.
Yes. Most of their coasters are completely unique.
Yeah.
One of
No,
those,
I
the
agree.
biggest drop.
They
right
don't
before
even
the
have gates to stop you from going on when you.
They have like the Ark, the Noah's Ark. They have all this stuff that you.
They have a bunch of.
You
Yes.
go to this park. There's things that you won't see in bigger parks just because.
Yes.
There's probably
Oh, they're liabilities.
liabilities. Yeah. But it's really it's just really it's a whole experience to go to Kennywood, and I would go to Kennywood a million times because it's.
Well, hey,
awesome.
I'm a big fan of Kennywood, and hey, you guys know that In the Loop
Orlando's,
might be doing ERT at Kennywood. I think the week after my birthday, June. The week after Coaster Radio meet up in California, they might be doing ERT on the new coaster.
Ooh. Oh yeah, and also again that.
Well, yeah, that hasn't
Yeah,
happened
that
yet.
hasn't
But,
happened
yeah.
yet.
But all right, Joe, you're a tiebreaker, buddy. Now you've gone to Kennywood
Been
since
to
you were
Kennywood,
like
so-
3 years old, so this might be an easy.
Well, I was like 12 or something like that. And
All
so
right.
it's been a very long time. So my
Yes,
memories of
I do.
Kennywood, I mean, everything that was there when I was there is gone now. But
Well-
what was there was awesome. I remember they had a great coaster, a giant looping coaster that was the first time I ever went on a giant looping coaster and had a great time at Kennywood. However, SeaWorld Orlando is just completely unique amongst parks.
Yes,
It's not.
it's a fantastic park.
How?
Okay.
Oh.
Do we need to wind this back for you, Ian?
Yeah. I need to.
I'm pretty sure.
Wait,
Orlando.
Do we have a court reporter? Read that back. Tom.
Fury 325 is awful. Wait, what?
No, but SeaWorld Orlando, I mean, it has a lot of scenery. I mean, some of the show, I mean, it's just fantastic. I mean, the shows are unique and funny and fun. I don't really care for the cetaceans with the whales and the dolphins. You get rid of them all.
Yeah.
Personally, they should free them up and get them out of the park to avoid the controversy. But the sea lion shows are hysterical and funny. You have the aquarium aspect of everything. You have that giant lake with the Christmas lights, and
Oh, fantastic.
it's just fantastic. And it's got as many rides as Busch Gardens Williamsburg, which you were just talking about how great it was.
Because Busch Gardens rides are unique and good.
Yeah, and nothing like that generic Manta that find at every park.
Every 6 flags.
They're not any good, though, Ian.
Manta is the only rideable coaster of that kind,
Yes.
Firehawk.
and it is
good.
fantastic.
No. Firehawk was good,
And the one
but
at
it's
Six
dead.
Flags Great Adventures.
R.I.P. All right, well, SeaWorld is moving on. It's going to be up against our final first-round category,
Universal Studios.
Universal Studios Florida versus Carowinds. Screens versus bad coasters. What do we have? All right, so who is up?
Me.
All right, Ian, I think I know where you're going on this one.
Yeah, Universal Studios is a lot better than Carowinds.
Universal Studios,
Carowinds
Florida.
is ride
So
two
Universal
rides.
Studios, just for people who don't know, it has the Mummy, which is one of the greatest coasters of all
One of
time.
the great rides
Holy
of all
Horror
time.
Nights.
Rip Ride Rocket, which I absolutely love as well.
Halloween Horror Nights.
It has
Halloween
Diagon Alley.
Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, Halloween Horror Nights isn't guaranteed to be there every time, so you can't really use that
What do
as
you
your.
mean it's not guaranteed to be there?
Well, it's there for 8 weeks out of the year. So yeah, it has. What else does it have? A bunch of screen shows.
It has the Spider-Man, right?
No, it has
Is that one?
Which
Oh,
Transformers.
it
By the
has
way-
the Transformer, which was a great ride. It's so much better than any of the movies.
Oh, that doesn't.
Well, yeah, no, okay.
The Fast and the Furious ride is better than any.
Yeah, I
Fast
mean,
and
they could put a
Furious
dentist
slash-
office in there and still be better than the Transformers movies.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to replace your fillings today.
Thank God it's not a Transformers movie. All right, so yeah, okay, Joe, you're next to act.
It's Universal Studios.
Oh.
You can't, I mean, while Fury 325 is one of the greatest things ever built, they just surrounded it with a whole bunch of crap and the
Well-
greatest funnel cakes ever.
There you go. That's what I was waiting for. I thought your answer was going to be Carowinds, funnel cakes, end of story.
It has a funnel cake. If that guy hadn't stuck his fingers in your drink, maybe it would be up higher.
Yeah. All right, so Universal Studios Florida moves on to the next round. All right, boys and girls, we are in the next round. Let's go to the next matchup. Cedar Point versus Busch Gardens Tampa. And who's first to act? Joe, right?
Yeah.
Joe, tell us. Cedar Point versus Busch Gardens Tampa. Which do you choose?
It is Cedar Point every day of the week.
Wow, Cedar Point every day of the week. All right, I will go next. I guess I have to agree with you since I was going to do Animal Kingdom over Busch Gardens Tampa.
Yeah, well, you don't want to go to Busch Gardens Tampa while you're at Busch Gardens Tampa.
Yeah, so yeah, Cedar Point's just the coaster count alone. I'm sorry, it's overtakes them. So I agree with you, Joe. Cedar Point, Ian.
Cedar Point.
Yeah, there's no question. All right, let's move on to the next one. This one might be more complicated or difficult. Disney Hollywood Studios versus Disney's Epcot. The two Disney parks facing off head to head. Who is going to win? Who took that last one? Joe did.
I did.
So it's me. Oh boy. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Disney Hollywood Studios, because we never really got into Disney Hollywood Studios because it was against Six Flags America, so we didn't need to. It has, of course, the Hollywood. Or no, what's the?
Hotel.
Oh yeah, what is that?
Tower of Terror.
It has the Tower of Terror, which
Rock and Roller Coaster.
I love that. Rock and Roller Coaster, fantastic coaster.
Midway Mania.
Oh yeah, Toy Story Midway Mania, fantastic ride. Star Tours, I give or take. I leave it.
The Muppet Show.
Muppet. Oh yeah, Muppet Show. I love that
Yeah.
too. Big fan of the Muppet Show.
Now, is that new? I don't
Muppet?
recall the Muppets being there
No,
last time. I was
they
there.
had it. They had a. It's a 3D show. It was there, and you saw it.
Because I love Muppets, but I don't remember it, which is what.
Yeah, that's weird. Because and they have one of our favorite eateries. Might not be highly ranked to the normal person, but we enjoy it highly.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Drive-In.
The drive-in. What's that
Yeah.
called?
The All American Diner or something.
Something you have to it's like a drive-in, old drive-in.
Oh, that's a good.
Where you sit in the car.
Yeah. Remember that,
What's
Joe?
with-
was awesome.
Yeah, I do. The only problem is I ordered like the most disappointing meal on the menu, and so I'm a little jaded against that one. I got to go back and have anything else.
You know what else? It's not badly priced either. We've eaten there.
No,
a
it
couple
isn't.
times.
But that hamburger hot dog combination just doesn't actually work.
That doesn't sound like it would be a good idea.
No.
It was called like the All American Burger or something, and it had a hot dog in the hamburger, and it just did not work.
Yeah, that was probably a bad choice.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a bad choice.
I can't say I had that. We've eaten there a couple times, and I've enjoyed it. And again, it wasn't like too badly priced, especially the kids meals. I think the kids meals, you get a kids meal and ice cream and something else, and it's pretty good menu price. Oh no, so I really like that place.
Mhm.
Anyone who's interested, it's called the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater.
Really good.
Yeah, Dine-In Theater, right? Yeah. Fantastic place. Like I said, it doesn't get like really high marks when you look at reviews and stuff, but we enjoy it. We're simple folk though, so who knows? So
It was neat to watch the show because it's about the length you need to get up and leave, right?
Yeah.
So you get
By
to
the
watch
time
the
you're
whole
done,
show.
yeah, you
It's
watch-
in a constant loop.
And it's the very old like previews with the swamp monsters and so good.
Hilarious.
And it was entertaining, and it was just long enough to get in, sit down, order, eat your food, have your dessert,
Yep.
sit for a minute, and then it's restarting, and you naturally get up and leave.
Yep. Yeah, it's perfect. And the ambience, you can't beat it. It's like you're in a drive-in theater. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. So
Just don't order the hamburger with the hot dog in it.
yeah, don't do that. Not that you probably would. Let's see. So Epcot versus that. The two are a very different experience for me. One's a very theme park. I'm going to go ride rides, have a good time. And the other one's more of a relaxing, go walk around different countries, sightsee, window shop, that type of experience. If I could only do one right now, this is very difficult. I don't know. Let me go with. Oh boy, this is tough. I love the drop tower. So
I forget about the Great Movie Ride and the Indiana Jones.
Well, the Great Movie Ride's dead.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So the Indiana Jones show.
Yeah,
right?
Indiana Jones show's still there, but we've got Epcot with all their. Oh boy, this is. I'm gonna go Hollywood Studios. I think. I can't believe I'm gonna say it, but yeah.
Wow.
I'm going Hollywood Studios over Epcot. I'll probably change my mind, so let me say it right now and move on to Ian, so that way I don't. So Hollywood Studios.
I have Hollywood Studios as well.
Oh, okay. All right, Ian? Ian.
Yes.
Joe?
Hollywood Studios.
Not that it matters. What's your vote?
I went with Epcot.
Oh, man. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Because Hollywood
Now
Studios
I understand
is
your question.
great, and I love that hotel and the drop tower. It was
Oh, I love
really
that ride.
fan. I'd do that any day of the week, but overall,
Ooh.
everything else in it was just theme park.
True.
Whereas Epcot is truly unique amongst parks.
It is.
Hollywood Studios is Fantasia. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's a really good show.
Yeah, okay,
Fantastic, man.
Epcot has that
Fantastic.
stupid thing where you can get the
Fantastic,
75 sodas.
Yeah. It has the taste.
Beverly, yeah.
What's that? Yeah. Get the Beverly. Yummy.
There's an actual whole. Oh, can we?
Yes, I know.
A Rob Plays. There's
I
a whole
saw
Rob
that.
Plays episode about that.
I didn't actually watch it yet, but I saw that there was an episode.
Oh, you should. It was great. He explains what it is and why it exists as a drink and stuff. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, I'll have to check that out. I was on there like a week ago. I looked at his newer stuff. I'm like, oh okay, yeah.
I was about to forward you something the other day about his newest thing.
What was it? Because I watched something. I don't remember what it was though.
He did. What did he do? Says we should do something similar during the podcast to something what he did. It was kind of an idea that sparked something new from me.
I can't remember what his last. I just watched one of his videos.
Because he did something that sparked a new idea amongst me. It's like, well, I like what he did. However, maybe we should talk about it.
Yeah, let's rip it off.
Well, no, not that.
Hey, welcome to Rob Plays.
Yeah.
We're taking everything.
Oh, he did an entire video, and I thought this may be actually more towards movie zealots of do the Marvel and Star Wars belong to Disney? And it was kind of an interesting thing, is in the parks. I mean, is a Star Wars land really appropriate at Disney World? Is a Marvel really appropriate at Disney World? And what differentiates them from like Pixar and things like that? And it was kind of one of those things that turns into a philosophical discussion about the parks and the movies and what you expect of Disney, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Which kind of crosses our two podcasts quite well.
Yes. We'll have another hybrid, or not a hybrid, but a crossover episode.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Maybe we'll look into that. If you would tell me if I'd pick Epcot versus Hollywood Studios without giving any thought, I'd definitely go Epcot. So I don't know. Maybe a mistake there. We'll have to
I am shocked. I am literally shocked. I thought
only time will tell whether or not.
Wow. I cannot believe I got knocked off on this one.
All right, let's move on. Let's get down to the next category, or the next one is Magic Kingdom versus Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Who's this?
This is me.
All right, Ian?
It's Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, okay. Shock, okay.
Ah.
Joe, what say you?
Yeah. I didn't even have Busch Gardens Williamsburg making this round, so we're going with Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, you can't compare Busch Gardens with
Yeah,
I love
it's
Busch
a regional
Gardens.
park versus a Magic Kingdom, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
what
the
are you gonna
Magic
do?
Kingdom. You can't.
It's just not fair.
Yeah, no, not at all, not at all.
It's like me entering a boxing match against a 4-year-old.
All right, now this is going to be interesting, guys. SeaWorld Orlando versus Universal Studios Florida. This one is...
This should not be that interesting.
Who starts this one? Who did the last one? I think you did, Ian, right?
Yeah, I did.
All right, so Joe, begin the battle.
I think this has the exact same question as the last matchup. Magic Kingdom versus Busch Gardens Williamsburg is the same as Universal Studios versus SeaWorld Orlando.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the exact same question. Well, SeaWorld Orlando is awesome, and it's fun, and it's cool. It is it's not on the scale of a Universal Studios or a Magic Kingdom. It's Universal Studios wins this every day.
You know what? You may have me here. You may have. No,
What do you mean?
I thought it would be closer, but you say it like that. I think I may have to agree with. I tend to agree with
It's
you.
top tier versus regional.
Whereas the rides at SeaWorld are probably better overall. I think Universal is just there's so much more.
As a park, right? I mean,
Yes.
it's so, yeah.
Yeah, I guess Universal would win in that respect. I mean, the Mummy alone is just
Right, yeah.
forget about it. I love the Mummy. Yeah, I guess you know what? I was unclear as to which way to lean there because I have an affinity for SeaWorld. However, I'm with you, Joe. Universal Studios Florida. Ian.
Yeah, I have Universal Studios.
Yeah,
Florida.
you're all into that.
Love it.
All right. The final four. We're at the final four. The final four are Cedar Point, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, and Universal Studios Florida. Let's get down to the final two. Here we go. Cedar Point versus Disney's Hollywood Studios. And is it me? It's
Yes,
me.
It's you.
It's you.
All right, here we go. Now let me tell you something. I've been to Cedar Point 2 times. The very first time I went, I loved the park. I thought it was one of the best parks I've ever been to. Had a blast. Second time, the coasters, I felt like a lot of the coasters that I remembered as either being good or okay hurt me, and I didn't care for quite as much. So this is tougher than you might think because they have a lot of coasters. However, a lot of those coasters I either I wouldn't ride again, or I could ride elsewhere.
I mean, let's think. They have Gatekeeper, Raptor. You know Raptor.
Yeah, Raptor. I mean,
That's
Raptor's not the best invert.
It's
But Millennium Force,
Millennium.
The Millennium
Top
Force,
Thrill Dragster.
Top Thrill, but again, Six Flags Great Adventure has equivalent. Although I do prefer Top Thrill.
Top Thrill is the better of the two,
Yeah,
right?
just because your brain has a little bit more cushion. More,
Yes.
It doesn't kill you.
The drop towers at Cedar Point are
Those-
top notch.
Those are nothing.
I'm sorry.
Hershey's.
Cedar Point has a themed train ride, so
Oh, that is good though. Yes, the Cedar Point
Yeah.
train ride is fantastic. You do that, Joe? They actually have like little animatronic scene set up of.
Oh yeah, we did. When we were up there, we were up I think 4 days.
Yeah.
We did the whole park, including the water park.
Yeah, yeah.
we never did the water park.
No, we didn't do we haven't done it, but
Never done
we've rode that coaster.
It's a
early.
water park. I mean,
Got
it's,
hurt. That was awful.
it's a fantastic time because
Yeah.
every water park is awesome, but
Yeah.
there's nothing special in regards to it being a
It
water
has
park.
2 sets of antique cars. Just let
Yeah,
that sink in.
yeah, you like that.
Oh, those are wonderful.
But if you were going to give me a ticket to go to one or the other, this is purely like, hey, you're going to go to Disney's Hollywood Studios or you're going to go to Cedar Point for a day.
Yeah, well, Disney just sounds better because it's Disney's in the name of it. But if you think about
No,
the park,
I would go to Disney's Hollywood Studios. I would have lunch
Wow.
at Sci-Fi Cafe. I would do the thing, and I'd end the night with Fantasmic. I think that's a better day for me. I'm going Disney's Hollywood Studios. I don't think it's going to hold up, but let's see what
Now,
happens.
did you do the Cedar Point end of day show?
We've been around for other.
The nighttime when they're
Yeah,
firing
yeah,
off the
yeah, they had
fireworks and showing the
fireworks,
videos and stuff.
Yeah, we've seen their
Pretty nice.
MB. What's their motorbike cross? Whatever that bike stuff. They had a bike show, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I mean,
They had a bike show?
yeah, remember they had an MBX? Is that what it's called? MBX? Or
NBX?
BMX? BMX. That's it. BMX. BMX.
BMX.
Yeah. They had a show going on when we walked through.
Oh, yeah.
By the train station.
Yeah. The big stage.
Yeah. So Cedar Point. I mean, as far as amusement parks, yeah, it's probably top. It's definitely top tier amusement park. But we're talking amusement park versus a theme park, and
This amusement park amuses me more.
well, maybe so. Let's see what you say.
Yeah, but I'd say about Cedar Point, I think, is better. I don't know. I feel like when you walk around Cedar Point, it's just better. They have a lot of rides that are really good.
Well, Cedar Point does have that horses that I really enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like it's a big park.
Oh, it's huge.
It's a huge park, and they have a lot of really good rides.
A lot of rides.
Maverick's one of my favorites, and that's there.
Yeah.
Maverick
was a good ride.
They have a
Cheetah
lot
Hunt's
of good
better.
coasters. And
You and the Cheetah Hunt.
I know. Yeah.
So you're saying Cedar Point.
Yeah, I don't know. Hollywood Studios has like 2 rides, and then a bunch of smaller rides.
Well, Hollywood Studios isn't about the but their rides are. I mean, I guess Rock and Roller Coaster is just a
It's easier to
indoor
spend
coaster,
a day at
but-
Cedar Point than it would be Hollywood Studios. You can go to Cedar Point for like 2 days, 3 days. You wouldn't go to Hollywood Studios for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, you could. You could. Between the shows and the rides.
Yeah, but like you don't.
And plus, if you drag your feet a little bit, maybe you get to see Star Wars Land.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's today's. Park.
I know it's still. I'd still go just because I like the theming. You know, I'm an old man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm Cedar Point.
All right, so Ian's Cedar Point. Joe, you're the tiebreaker, buddy.
And now, and this brings up the funny thing though, because when you were comparing Hollywood Studios versus Epcot, you made it about the rides.
Yes, because they're both.
And then when you take Hollywood Studios versus Cedar Point, you make it about the park.
But they're both very highly themed. You're talking about 2 theme parks. So when you have 2 theme parks both themed, of course, then you look at the rides. But now you're not talking apples to apples. You're talking apples to oranges.
Exactly. And so our Apple is a good theme park versus the king of amusement parks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, the Cedar Point has to win this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
King.
top of its class versus a good theme park.
All right. So Cedar Point moves on to the finals. Now let me tell you, in my bracket, I had Cedar Point in my finals because I knew you guys are fanboys.
Not really, because that's funny. I had in my bracket, I had Cedar Point losing to Epcot because I figured you and Ian were going to override me.
I don't like that.
Cedar Point losing to Epcot would there you go.
Yeah, I figured you guys were going to rush Epcot all the way to the top. And
All right, here we go. The second semifinal. See who's going to go against Cedar Point in the finals. Magic Kingdom versus Universal Studios Florida. Who was first? I think, Ian, you are first act on this one.
Yes. I have Universal Studios Florida.
Oh, my Lord. Are you serious?
Walking around Universal Studios, like especially last time we out, just walking around there with the atmosphere during Halloween is just amazing.
Okay, no, let's not
No,
talk about
okay, let's
Halloween.
listen here. Because you were doing it with your Orlando during Christmas. It's so nice during Christmas.
Yeah?
Why can't I do Halloween with
I
Universal?
still enjoy...
he's got a point.
No,
You,
in my mind...
you guys were talking about Christmas so much.
He's
with
got a point.
With Orlando and SeaWorld. I'm confused why I can't talk about Halloween.
And Halloween is teenage Christmas.
all right.
Once
so-
you can't get any good gifts for Christmas anymore, Halloween becomes the best
Okay, let's
holiday.
go back to rides, though.
Oh,
Magic
okay.
Kingdom.
Oh, please.
Oh, what? There are a total of like 4 rides at Universal Studios.
Universal is
Yeah,
good. Right?
one of them's a Simpsons ride,
okay.
which was
A
fantastic.
simulator, but
Yeah.
yes.
Universal has the ball shooting place.
Okay, which is probably going to be closed here next month
Listen
to
here, buddy.
read to be the
No,
resign-
but they-
Today.
It has-
All right, we're
yeah.
going to the park today.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
telling me... Okay, Ian, I don't... I expect as much as you. Okay, so now it's Joe's turn.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
All right.
All right, Ian, you continue then.
Okay. Rip Ride Rocket, really awesome.
Yes, it's
Love
a good
that
coaster, yes.
The Mummy,
Yeah. Hey,
amazing.
I
Diagon Alley in general, that's just a crazy. Walking in there
yeah,
the first
that's
time.
good. That's good. Yeah.
It's completely just amazing.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Wild.
Butterbeer, can't beat it.
Men in Black is an amazing ride. That
Men in
was-
Black is fun, yes.
Yes, we like The Simpsons, which is really good.
Yeah.
They have the Rocky Picture Horror Show, which is hilarious.
Rocky Picture Horror Show?
Not the Rocky.
Ian, your age is showing.
Oh no. The horror makeup.
Oh, the makeup show. Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, that's a very good show.
That's
yes.
a funny show. It's just the whole entire park is really.
But now, okay, yes, you have all that.
Yeah.
Go to Magic Kingdom, Haunted Mansion, Splash Mountain,
Yeah.
Big Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain.
A lot of mountains.
It's a lot of mountains for Orlando, right?
Country Bear Jamboree.
Okay.
Well, Country Bears might tip it. I forgot
yeah, I
about
know.
that. The Hall of Wax Presidents.
I mean, there's so much
But then
in the
you
Magic
have all
Kingdom.
that with Universal. Then you also have they have the best Halloween event in the country, debatably.
But you're not at the Halloween event. You're at the park
What?
for the day. We're saying if
Okay.
you got a ticket, we're not saying you're going to a special ticketed event.
I'm going to a special ticket.
No.
Ian's waiting. Ian's waiting
Yeah.
till October.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
going
no,
on
no.
in October.
This is a typical day.
But I
Universal Studios Florida does not it doesn't hold a candle to Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is a multi-day experience that you need to go through, and Six Flags Universal Studios Florida, one day, whole park, one day,
Universal is awesome.
you're done. No question. All right, Joe.
Well, I know where you stand, and we know where I stand.
Okay, yeah. Okay, here.
Yeah.
So I'm saying Magic Kingdom, no question.
I'm saying
Okay,
Universal,
Joe.
So let's see.
Okay, because I think these are the big two, right? These are the big two parks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big two.
You got the
theme
Magic
parks.
Kingdom or Universal Studios. And mine not being 11,
Okay.
I go to Universal Studios. It has more appeal.
Yeah.
More screens.
Yes, it has the Rip Ride Rocket is just amazing. I mean, it could
Yes.
beat I'd take Rip Ride Rocket over Space Mountain any day of the week.
Are you insane?
I am not insane. It is
I
absolutely the
can't
better
listen to
ride.
Eminem on Space Mountain.
Oh my God.
But yeah, you can't play Eminem on Space Mountain or on Rip Ride Rocket because I'm listening to Wicker Man.
Oh heck yeah, Wicker Man.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
However, I mean, the Universal Studios is the more adult version of the Magic Kingdom. It's for bigger kids and older people.
No, Magic Kingdom.
It doesn't have the magic at Disney, but magic at Disney's worn off at a certain point. And you're
Monsters
just looking
Inc.
for more fun.
Laughter.
It has Shrek the Ride at Universal.
Shrek is crap.
Okay.
Well, you've got the Mummy.
Monsters Inc. Okay, I
I mean,
know
the whole
you
Simpsons
know.
Land. I mean, just to be able to go over and get a squishy and a duff.
Carousel Progress. No.
What? How is that a good thing? I mean, it was like the Carousel Progress. You're like,
That's
what?
a great-
Why haven't they updated this in 30
Oh, my
years?
God.
The whole Tomorrowland is so far in the past. It's
That's
getting
what's
to
the
be. It's
beauty
getting
of
to
it.
be an ironic Tomorrowland.
That's
I mean, it's
the
just
beauty
sad.
of it. Oh my Lord.
I mean, the Tomorrowland is like going to a 50s cafe. It's just.
Which is great. What's wrong with that? When you walk into the Magic Kingdom, you know you're in. You're like, like it's an experience. You walk into Universal, you're like,
And you're
yeah.
like, oh wow, look at amazing this park is.
Hey, some screens. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, you go into Universal like, oh hell's yeah, we're on.
You guys.
I think Universal Studios takes it.
You guys. I need another opinion. Where's Jill? Oh no. Okay. Well, there you go. So USF upsets
Yes.
Magic Kingdom. All right, we're down to the final two. It's ridiculous. Cedar Point versus Universal Studios Florida. Joe, you start, right?
Yeah.
Joe, begin. Which?
Wow, because these are my two favorite parks I've ever been to, which is kind of because I didn't expect Cedar Point to get here. I expected you guys to knock it off of Epcot. So I hadn't really considered this combination
All right.
because Cedar Point was the first big one he took the whole family to, and it's just like great super memories, but I know they're old. But, man, Universal Studios, I got to go that way.
All right, I'm going to go next. Ian, yours is not going to matter because I, too, if I'm going to choose between Universal or Cedar Point, I'm afraid to say I'm going Universal Studios Florida. Ian, just for the sake of...
Let's
So
make it
no.
a clean sweep here, baby.
I have Universal as well.
Oh, okay.
I know
Universal.
I thought Cedar Point.
All right, so there you go. Our 2019 March Madness bracket of parks that Joe has been to. They are just a random collection of parks. Just parks that Joe has visited, -1.
Yeah. Well, Tom wouldn't let Idlewild in the list.
Yeah, I cut out some of those. There you go. So we have Universal Studios Florida as the winner. Like I said, look out for maybe, well, there really is no reason. If you just listen to this, there's really no reason to watch the YouTube version of this. It will have the bracket on it, but there's going to be not much more than that. Maybe some graphics. I don't know. But Universal Studios Florida, congratulations. You won against all the parks that we referenced today.
All right, we should invite the president of Universal onto
to
the show
accept
to
the reward.
personally give him our certificate of.
Oh, yes, yep. When he comes on, I have the trophy.
You know what? We can send him a note. See if he'll fly us down to present him.
Yeah. Give us park tickets.
You'll compass the hotel in a couple
Oh,
days in the park so
no
we can
question.
present him with the victory.
Oh, yes. Please, by all means. All right. Well, I think we're good. Hey, for everyone who enjoyed this episode with the March Madness, guess what? We're going to do another one. That's right. We're going to do, before the end of March, we're putting out another episode, and it's going to be, and it's not 16. I think it's like 22 or 21.
21.
Florida. Virginia coasters. It's a battle of VA coasters. So look out for that. It's going to be a wild time. We know I-05 will definitely, or not I-05.
I-305.
I-305 will be on the list.
Oh.
We'll see how far that gets.
All the way.
So stay tuned for that one. But I think that'll wrap it up for this episode. So I'd like to thank my panel for joining me, Joe and Ian. And until the next episode, go to the Magic Kingdom and keep making memories.
Right on.
And have a Six Flags day.
Thanks for listening to the Vacationeers Theme Parks and More podcast. The show can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. Please subscribe and give us a review if you like the show. Visit our website at www.vacationeerspodcast.com. For additional content, subscribe on YouTube and Twitter at Vacationeers Podcast. Please like our Facebook page, Vacationeers Theme Parks and More Podcast. Send questions, comments, or if you'd like to be on a future episode to discuss planning or reviewing of a vacation, please email the show at vacationerspodcast@gmail.com. This has been a Vacationeers Theme Parks and More production.